Welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT. Tonight we are live on Project Cars 2 for the Astro Gaming Mustang Boss 302R Cup, and it is the final round of a 4-round series. To take us out, we are at Road America, and a very exciting round coming up tonight. The session at Road America, there's 15 minutes of qualifying. Weather is heavy cloud, and the final race is 11 laps. Its weather is medium cloud through to clear, and there is a mandatory pit requirement for our drivers. Looking at the standings, we have a very tight leaderboard. We have DK Rush leading the championship. However, it is very tight at the top, and tonight's final round will be the decider for the series champion. And we'll take a look at the results from last week. For round 3, we're at Dubai Autodrome, and we saw DK Rush qualify second and then take the victory, and Taijo scored the fastest lap bonus points. And then a big prize up for grabs tonight, courtesy of our series sponsor Astro Gaming, is Astro Gaming A20 wireless gaming headset, and the outcome from tonight will decide which lucky driver will be the proud owner for that. So a big thank you to Astro Gaming for putting that up for our drivers. Over to the track and we'll check it out. In the USA for Road America, track length 6.51 kilometers, and there are 14 turns. Qualifying starting at 10 AM in game time. So it's going to be relatively cool to start off with, and then it's going to progress to be much warmer towards the back end of the race. Then we may be having a few IP conflicts again. We've been having a few drops outs in the session lobby, so hopefully it doesn't continue on. And just a retirement from Head Farmer. We'll jump out there. Like we're getting most of the drivers through. And we do have co-commentator trying out for us tonight. I do have my son who's been eagerly wanting to join in the racing himself, which he's not quite up to scratch for, but he definitely wanted to get in and co-commentate, so he's joining me tonight. So thank you, Jaden. Welcome.
Well, it is exciting than just playing in bed and sleeping, but I am excited to be able to watch the race and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Thank you.
No problem. And everyone that joins the stream, do jump in the chat, say hello. Galsami, Janalee, jumping on supporting the guys. And for any new viewers, do hit that follow button, because we do go live on Thursday nights for Project Cars 2 and Monday nights with iRacing. You can see the chat on that phone, Jaden. The guys are saying hello.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We'll make our way down through the list. We got Vortex making an appearance again. He'd been out with an injury for a while. We're on track again, so it's great to see him back out on the track. We have Bert Wheeler. Currently 15 drivers loading in. Some were having IP conflicts beforehand, so wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple drop out during the course of the session. Spray. It is Jaden that's jumping into the text chat as well. So don't forget, Jaden, you can actually just talk back. They'll be able to hear you. We've got Hammer. Simo. Got Pretender. Really having a couple of great last rounds. There's a four-way fight to the top tonight. Oh no, and then Kelly mentioning that hopefully we don't get a dropout for Philly because there's a big storm around at the moment. Dirty Monkey. And Balaki. Well, drivers out on track. We did have a couple later joiners. There's 10 minutes left on the clock. We'll jump in. Oh, there we go. They've just had a dropout. DK Rush, our championship leader. Find out who's dropping out. Seeing a few disconnects. Tyjo having a couple of dramas. We're just dropping out. Yeah, hopefully they won't keep dropping out, Jaden. That'll be sad. It's been happening a fair bit for them for a while. Last week we didn't have any dropouts. Current first times, Blakey holds pole at 2:19. Who do you think will be our fastest driver tonight, Jaden?
At the moment it's Balaki, but DK Rush was at the front, so he might be. But I think someone else might be. I'm trying to decide.
Yeah, generally Jaden does watch the streams. So itch to stay up and sit aside and watch the races. You'd usually get to see first half done. Ooh, big spin in that back section for Balaki. I think it was off foot. There was a car just off the track.
Oh!
Let's see if we can get a little bit more mic audio for Jaden. A bit louder now, Jade. Everyone's having trouble hearing it.
Oh.
Much better. Billy, quickest at the moment. Nearly a second faster than DK's time. 2:18.1 to a 2:19. Parks it up after that lap. like. He's still holding very well at 219.8. Looks like we're still having dramas getting going. I think he's joined back into the lobby, but he hasn't been able to rejoin the session. Gallon, yes. 86s for Jaden. I did set him up on my old rig for the holidays. So he's been racing project cars for the last few days. Practicing on the 86s as well.
Yeah, practicing. I'm also doing career too.
Yeah, Wera's back in now, and I have a feeling it's probably going to be a dropout again. Only 5 minutes left to qualifying. Generally, if there's an IP conflict that's going on for these guys, it's only a matter of time before it kicks them out again. Cortex doing well after his return from injury. There I go, think where it's gone again. It's real unfortunate. I've seen him on track for a while and to be having connection issues. DK's brought that time down. He's only just under 3 tenths behind Philly's time. There you go, it won't be long and he'll be definitely quicker than me. I already did a pretty tight lap.
I'm already better than my granddad. He says I'm better.
We'll jump on for a lap with one of the drivers who's close to starting a new lap. Here we go, we've got Philly. There's a few others. It's on approach. Here we go, Mick's closest. We're going to jump on board for a lap around Road America. Very long pit straight. Oh, we've thrown the old commentator's curse here for Mick. Even Philly end up parking up the car. See we can find that's close. There we go, so we just gotten through turn 2. Mick got a little bit loose after turn 1. It's a very fast corner and actually dips down a little bit, so it gets a little loose. Straight down to a very sharp left-hander. A couple of these turns are very identical. Easy to lose your concentration. Remember which turns these are. Very slippery corner, especially in these Mustangs. Very loose in the rear. Sharp left-hander down into very wide hairpin and very fast, but it is very loose. You can see Simo fighting with this car. He wants that tail to slip out the whole way, especially under these cool track conditions. And coming onto this back sector. High incident area. You can make up a lot of time by flat footing, trying to get those corners nice and tight. One of the slowest corners on the track. Very easy to make a mistake on this final turn. Drops down on that outside edge. We'll spool up and then very crucial to be able to wrap up that lap, but also to commence that next lap qualifying. challenging Simo here. Lap around Road America courtesy of Simo. DK running off his taken pole.
Went off road there. Little. Luckily, got back on track.
Yeah. Going to affect this lap, and it's probably going to be his last chance for qualifying. I don't think he's going to make it back around. Oh, he actually will. He'll have one more lap to try and lock in that time. No, generally not double points for qualifying, but the race is. So huge, 240 points up for grabs in the race. And then the fastest lap bonus points is double, 10 points. Yeah, 275 points for a clean sweep tonight. All drivers getting a time on the board, 18.7 seconds separating at the moment. And he's about to cross the control line. I think that'll give him one more lap. Oh no, just shy of it. May have just got past in time. But he improves that time, going from 14th up to 10th, so that's nearly 6.5 seconds, splitting 14 drivers.
Oh. Someone had a spin out and crashed.
He wrecked that car on that last lap. Oh, we've just had Billy disconnect and Tyjo. They were also clashing in the session beforehand, along with Wirra. The IP conflict affecting 3 or 4 in the lobby before. I'm sure if that's AI driving Ed Farmer. It'll be frustrating for Philly. Smashed a real quick time. Kept doing some burnouts. He should probably be around there somewhere. Really feeling for him for that disconnect. So the clash happened right at the back end of it as well. He's spooling it up down the straight. High speed spool as well, going 90 k's down the back straights. Bringing the car in. Spilaki left to do these burnouts. 20 seconds left of burnouts to go. I think the car's sounding very healthy at the moment. Almost done, I think, half a lap while spooling. And then we have qualifying final round. Unfortunately, some IP conflicts causing some disconnects. We have a DK Rush take pole in the final round, followed by Balaki, Dirty, Vortex, Head Farmer, Steph, Mick, Spray, Bert Wheeler, Hammer, Pretender, and Simo. So we'll head to the grid now.
Hopefully, no one drops out while we're doing the race too.
Yeah, hopefully not. be more upsetting seeing them, especially if they got through most of the race, but I don't think so now. That was our drivers that were having the conflicts in the lobby before. Just about in the last probably 4 or 5 months, we've only had one round where we haven't had IP conflicts cause disconnects for drivers. We're very hopeful because last week we almost didn't know if we were going to be able to run the session as the servers were all down while drivers were doing practice before we started, and then we saw ourselves have some of the best quality server time on there and no conflicts. So then it's now seems to have reappeared, unfortunately. He's got 12 take us through for the final round. Three contenders for the win now is Nick, Malaki and DK. DK gets off to a pretty good start, but Malaki hasn't. Away too slow. Side by side, nearly 3 wide at one point, and Dirty going off on the braking zone. Get through turn 1 nice and clean. Takes holds that inside line, but Dirty's spun back out. He's going to be on the wrong side to be able to take so much, so he's going to have to inch forward a bit more.
You didn't really tap him.
Was pretty close. Slippery from Vortex. Slipped from Head Farmer. We get some of the wraps. Gray's dropped back a few seconds, looked like a slide, but he's recovered the car. And Weary, thanks for jumping on. Sami, see you on there as well. DK did start to about half a second lead over Balaki, but he's been teetering on that over that previous sector. About 2 tenths dropped. Drop back, but he's putting on some pace and closing on Simo. Very slippery, and I think a little bit of a lag spike for Pretender.
Oh yeah. There was a little bit of spike there.
Hammer diving into the pits. Doesn't appear to have taken any damage unless he's serving a drive-through penalty. He's just getting that mandatory pit out of the way now. And Pretender also heading in. Very interesting. Vortex must have made a mistake. He's dropped back a couple of positions. He's fallen to 5th. Giving a bit more space for Dirty. starting the gap much more now from Balaki. Who do you think's going to take the win, Jade?
Well, so far it's still DK, but he might be the winner. But, yeah. He's taking the lead. It might be him.
Ray's been in and repaired some damage as well. He's putting down some big pace, catching up to Vortex. Lucky went off track, but he kept it under control. Looks like either Mick or Steph dashing into the pits. I think that's Mick. Clarky doing the same. Going in for the dash. But also pitting in. It's a nice lead for DK. This looks like a solo practice for him at the moment. Not going to see much in his mirror. He's got 4.5 seconds nearly for the next car. Just coming out of the pits. That's coming out. Tamphy was in ninth. Well, he's recovered that. The hammer's gone out wide. Nick in 8th, Balaki 7th. That's put them 37 seconds behind. In case you can't see the chat at the moment, Alan asking if you think Blake stopping early will do well for him. Pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. It's put a nice 17-second gap between himself and the car ahead. So he's got nice open track just to focus on ahead. Nick's 7 seconds behind, so he's out there with no pressure. It's the same circumstance with Nick as well. They've got out of that heat of battle. Just lay down those super quick times now. Wait for the other drivers to come in and watch that gap just close right in. But having a little bit of dramas in that back section. But Hammer and Pretender bunching up a little bit. DK still pulling ahead. Look at 2:18s being done. Leading out the front. We're on lap 4 of 11. DK's been an absolute weapon in these things all series.
If DK keeps it up, he might actually win that cool headset.
There's been a very good chance for it. It'll be well deserved. He's done so well. having a big comeback in the early rounds after serving a drive-through penalty for a jump start. Still climbed his way back up towards the top of the grid. Surprised if we get a few little audio glitches. I did notice when checking Twitch servers earlier there was a few interruptions. There's some delayed loadings as well getting in.
Also,
Head farmers. Sorry, Jay.
Also, it might have like the video might have paused. I don't know if it happened.
Dirty's dropped a lot of speed. Head farmer's lining him up. Maintains that inside line for 2 corners. Going to be far enough ahead here. Dirty's going to fight him down the straight. Side by side coming up. A very tight left-hander. A nice battle for second position going on. No, we really got a disconnect, 5B clash in the last minute or so of qualifying. Getting in a very quick time. Very evenly matched to DK. Oh, mistake from DK, so he's lost the race lead. Head farmer pulls to the front now. Oh, head farmer. Car diving at DK, still having dramas. He's lost that momentum now. Tyres not fully up to scratch after that off. Looks like Spray's pitting again. Dirty Monkey's starting to drop back a little bit. In comes DK. I thought he would have taken this opportunity to pit. We've got to look to our first drivers that decided to pit in early. So that's Balaki and Mick. I think DK may just get away. I think he's just come back out on track now. Very close. No, I think Balaki is going to pass him. It is a very long pit lane. There he is. He's just been passed. Oh, looks like Mick must have had a little bit of a spill on that final turn. DK's back out on track. That's now about 7-8 seconds between Balaki and DK. That's the first of our front runners to have actually pit. Dirty and Head Farmer's closed in again. Oh, it's going to drop out. Dirty's gone way off. Makes wall contact. You got pretty lucky there, Jaden.
Yep.
Farmer enjoying a nice lead at the moment.
Earlier he was getting chased.
He definitely was.
Side by side with also behind for a little while.
Steph was quietly plodding along in third position, having a good run tonight. Vortex following her into the pits as well. Lark and DK have just gotten around Simo. DK needs to chase down Balarki. He's got a 9-second gap. Jaden is definitely keen to jump in and run.
Yeah,
Especially in Mustangs.
Yeah, in 2 weeks I might.
Gonna jump in and do a little casual session with us all soon.
Yeah, sure. That reminds me of when we did one time Friday we did Demolition Derby, and at the end I played around and playing around with Gallon and stuff.
Yes, that was a good night. It was our Beyond Blue fundraiser. Head Farmer stays out on track. There's only 4 laps remaining. Head Farmer's enjoying these lead laps. He's putting on a good amount of gap. Dirty's pitted in. I think we're looking at about 40 odd seconds for a pit stop. I could see Head Farmer come out marginally close behind DK. His momentum really seems to be a bit off at the moment. That previous lap at 2:39. And it doesn't take much just to break that concentration. A little off can really unsettle you once you've got into that groove. As long as DK stays reasonably close to that top end, we can even land an extra 10 bonus points for fastest lap. The bit of gap that he's got coming into tonight's round could be enough to have a very close win on the championship still.
And if DK does keep it up, he might get back into first place.
He definitely could. He's slowly picking up now. He's back to a 2:19 again.
He wasn't
2:20.
He wasn't 7th place, but now he's up to 3rd.
Yeah, he's moved back up nicely now. Head Farmer's still out in front, but he's got to come into the pits yet. I think that's all drivers serve that mandatory pit except for the Head Farmer. I think a lot of drivers tried to pit at least around that halfway point. Farmer handling that Mustang incredibly well at the moment. Have a look at the standings as of lap 8. Got Hammer in 12th. Ray in 11th. Bert's in 10th. Vortex in 9th. He's made a few errors. He's dropped back pretty quick after running up the front end. F in 8th. That's Pretender right in front of her. Pretender in 7th. Cliff 6th. So made a little bit of a slip again, so I did think he got past Simo, so he looks like he's gotten back around again. Simo's P5. Dirty Monkey in P4. I don't recall if Simo has pit or not. I think he may have. Been having a pretty good run, was holding up towards the top end for most of the start. Dirty Monkey is in 4th, DK P3. Lucky P2 and only 29 seconds away from race lead, which is the head farmer. Doesn't pit this lap, he will have to do it the following. Gonna leave it for another lap. Lap 10 of 11. Who do you think's been the most exciting driving out there tonight, Jade?
Well, DK was in the lead, but what is it? I'm trying to read it. It's a little dark there, but someone else has taken his lead. But if he gets in there quickly, he definitely could win. So, probably like, I don't know.
James is only trying to watch the stream for the actual visuals while I'm talking over the party chat. So I got my little phone to stare at, and a couple of seconds delay in the footage. It makes it a little bit hard for him just to see the screen.
And also a little harder to decide too.
It does. You don't know all the names off by heart.
Yeah.
Lap 10. Head farmer's going to need to fit in this lap. Malaki's closed that gap. He's going to easily take the lead. Question will be where Head Farmer comes back out. Will be able to sneak in just before Dirty. Going to be around that gap between Dirty and Mick Cliff. our race leader. I was going to try and do this as quick as possible without copping a penalty. Cautious on that approach. Sure, about 50 Ks. All our timings go a little haywire for me at the moment. I think it does it on the stream too. A lot of sort of negative 1 minutes. Lucky will resume race lead. Commencing on the final lap. Ed Farmer's on his journey out. DK also screams past, but oh, nearly. Ed Farmer almost could have snuck in for P2. No mucking around for Head Farmer tonight. He's got 6 seconds.
DK Rush.
And dirty. Sorry, Jade?
DK Rush should move up.
Yeah, he's up into second position now. That's
And if
the
he
last
passes,
lap.
and if he passes Balaki, it must be a miracle to him.
Would be. Got nearly 3 seconds to catch up. Balaki can not make any mistakes. We'll be able to keep DK at bay. This will be the most nervous lap for most of them. Final lap in the championship, and a big prize up for grabs. Strongest contenders at the moment is Balaki and DK to win that Astro Gaming A20 wireless gaming headset. There's a few $100 value in the headset. It's a fantastic one to use. DK is closing that gap. It's not going to be enough to catch him. If there was another lap in it, he'd probably have the pass on Balaki, but wouldn't be surprised if Balaki's just easing off a little bit for this final lap.
He is catching up.
Flash of the lights. The race belongs to Balaki tonight. Congratulations, Balaki. DK position 2. Head Farmer takes podium P3. What a drive.
Well, those three did do good, especially with
really
DK.
Mick Cliff is in 4th. Dirty's had some fun smashing up the car. Complete chaos going at control line. Dirty's in 5th, Tander's 6th, Def 7th. Vortex has also got a time penalty, only 1 second.
Oh,
He's throwing that car around for a bit of fun. Trying to drift it all the way through. Got a fair bit of time between himself and Simo. There he's going to do a burnout across the line for us. Got a fair way. With Vortex missing previous 3 rounds. Not really too worried about finishing position. Just good to see him after that foot injury that he's back in racing again. Nice slide across the line. What a race. What do you think, Jaden?
well, DK Rush did do good. Well, he was first and he got up to 8th and or 7th and got back down to 2nd. So he did try his best to get there, but I would say he did do pretty good.
He did. And then our winner is Balaki On the podium is DK rushing position 2 and Head Farmer in position 3. And the rest of the standings is Mick Cliff, Dirty Monkey, Pretender, Steph, Simo Simsel, Vert Wheeler, Vortex, Spray and Pray, and Hammer. And then the cast on our eyes, see who got the fastest lap of the race. That's a 2:18.721. That was one of those early laps that we saw DK put in, so there's an extra 10 points there. So it's going to be very interesting just to see the outcome of the championship for this, as it will definitely come down to only a few points, I think. So do keep an eye on our Facebook page for those results in the coming days as well. And then we'll be adding in our podium finishes for a chat. So Blarkey, DK and Headfarm will be in here in a moment. Congratulations, Blarkey. Good drive.
Thank you. It was tough.
Yeah,
Tough driving around there.
Yeah, especially in the Mustang. You could see those cars just wanting to slide at every corner.
Yeah, tough as.
Yeah. And then
hard to drive.
It was probably a good idea that early pit as well, just because you end up coming back out.
Yeah.
Followed you as well, and you just had that big gap ahead and gap behind you, so you could just focus on controlling that car and getting those good times.
Yeah, it was good fun. I don't mind that track.
Yeah, it is one of my
hard
faves.
Track. It's fun.
Fun, fast, and technical road America.
Especially in these Mustangs.
Yeah. Well done, DK.
Ricky.
Cheers, DT. Hard race.
P2. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake, costing
yeah, it cost me the win.
Quite a bit of momentum.
Yeah, it definitely cost me the win. But no, congrats to Blake.
You'll have the headset.
That was
I think it's going to be
really
close,
good race.
yeah.
I think you should just have it.
Yeah, because you've got the fastest lap for this race as well, so it's an extra 10 points.
Yeah.
Plus qualifying.
Yeah.
So I was already, what, 60 points ahead or something.
Yeah, it should be.
So it should be enough. But no, it's been a great series. Like, these cars have been a handful.
Yeah, you've been a weapon in them. You had a good run.
Yeah, cheers.
And congrats, Head Farmer. Solid drive out there tonight.
He is, mate. Very happy. Yeah, one of my most consistent ones, I think. But yeah, enjoyed it. Had a good battle with Dirty earlier on, sort of thing, and was debating to pull into the pits and sort of get some clear air. And I think he made an error, and I got around, and yeah, sort of just had a nice race from there.
Yeah, the car just seemed very, very consistent, and once you had that lead, it was just nice, solid times being in the car. Just handled nicely. It didn't seem to want to be slipping too much on you.
No, it was very settled. It was yeah, great car to drive tonight. Wouldn't say it's been the best one for the series, but no, it was great. Yeah, congrats to the guys above too. Great races, and they've killed it all series. So congrats to them.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing you come out of the pits as well. Narrowly near to DK, is almost thought you might have had enough run just to come out in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was close. And I made a few errors on the end lap too. I was like, yeah. Just sort of, it's hard when you're out in front. I wasn't quite sure what a pit stop was or where it actually was coming back into the pack.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was
a bit
anticipating
surprised.
you to come out in between Nick and Dirty. So then to see you just come out alongside DK, it was quite exciting to see.
Yeah. I was very happy.
Quick stop. Yeah, solid drive, guys.
Thanks, JT. Thanks for the
Cheers,
series,
JT.
mate.
Yeah, big shout out to Astro Gaming for sponsoring the series.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Can't wait for the what is it, the 86s?
Yes, they're going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Battling out in that.
That
cheers.
one's bad.
Starting off with
Congrats.
Zolder too, I think. So
Congrats again on the win, Blarky. Nice drive.
Thank you.
Great drive, mate.
Oh,
Congrats,
Yeah.
Farmer, on third place.
Yeah,
Very
cheers,
close
mate.
coming out of the pits there, yeah. My heart stopped when I was going down in the back straight. I saw you go in the pits. I'm thinking, it's going to be close on time.
Yeah, I was surprised when I was coming out and there was I couldn't see any cars coming, couldn't see cars. I was like, shit, am I going to be in second here? But yeah, just behind you.
Yeah, just behind me.
Well done.
Good drive.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
yeah,
So,
congrats, guys. And we have our podium finishes with Blarky taking out the win in the final round. DK in position 2 and Head Farmer in position 3. And a big thank you, Jaden, for jumping in and helping me out tonight. Hope you had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Glad you enjoyed it. And all the guys saying thank you as well in the chat if you didn't see that. Oh, actually, yeah, you did reply back, so wonderful. So thanks very much, Jaden.
You're welcome.
And then there's my son Jaden joining me tonight, so big thank you to him. And then we will be back again after a week's break, so not streaming next week. So we'll be back once again for the Pagnum Imports Toyota 86 Championship, and then we are starting off at Zolder for round 1, back to a 5-round series. And then we do have daylight savings time kick in, and we do run off daylight savings time for our streams. So we'll be back at 7:45 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time on Thursday, 13th of October. So hopefully we can jump back in and catch these guys, battle it out in the 86s in that series. And a big thank you to our series sponsor for the Mustang Cup, and that is Astro Gaming, who won a lucky drive, and it's probably going to be DK from the look of the points and standings at this point. He'll be getting an Astro Gaming A20 wireless gaming headset, so very exciting and well deserved to our lucky championship winner. So thanks for tuning in tonight, and I hope you can join us again for the start of our next 2 series. We will be there on the Monday night on the 10th that week with iRacing, and that's in the Ferrari 488 Championship, and then on the Thursday for the Toyota 86s. So thanks for tuning in tonight, and see you then.